So I have a little bit of a problem. I'm in a little bit of a style rut. I find myself gravitating towards the same comfort items, and because I do full-time content creation, I am editing, I'm streaming, I'm storyboarding and figuring things out, and I end up wearing the same things over and over again. But you want to know what's wild? Is I have so much clothes, so many pieces of clothing that I need to, I think, pare down, donate, get rid of, because I keep having like a huge mend pile that I need to take care of. Hello. So that's what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to go through my wardrobe. I know. I'm going to go through my wardrobe, and I'm going to see what, I guess, brings me joy. Sorry. What brings me joy and what brings me, like, what I don't necessarily need anymore. I do have, like, you can't see because it's Cecilia. I know. I have a huge pile of shirts and some folded pants and laundry on my bed, but that's not even, those are things I need to put away. I'm trying to record, babe. I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and see what thank you. You want to lay down? I'm going to go through and I'm going to see what I can kind of get rid of, and also how I can make new outfits and start to incorporate that part of my life back in. Because if you didn't know, I used to be a stylist before I went into photography, and so I kind of collected a few things. I always try to buy either secondhand or ethically, but like I said, I've been wearing the same things over and over and over again, and so I wanted to kind of like ignite that spark back in and have fun with it. And so that is what we're going to do today. Yeah. I hope you like the video. The whole point of this YouTube was to kind of do like a digital diary. I wanted to vlog. I wanted to kind of incorporate more of my life onto my online presence. And sometimes it's going to be a little bit embarrassing, right? Like, not saying that like my wardrobe is embarrassing, but there is definitely some parts of it where I know I've seen a piece and I was like, oh, I will wear that, and then I just have it and I don't actually utilize it. So we're going to have fun with it. We're going to create new outfits with it and kind of do like a little try on, I think. But I hope you enjoy, and here we go. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pretty much everything out of this wardrobe. We're not even going to worry about this just yet because I know I wear these things. And they're all just basically t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, layering pieces. But I need to completely take everything out and just kind of see what happens with that, because I have too many things. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna just take everything and put it on the floor. There's a lot of Friends merch included in this stuff. I have a lot of friends that either they're clothing store owners or they make merch that I definitely see wearing or that I have worn. This shirt, for example, is my best friend's design where it says soft, not weak. Also, because my husband's in the music industry, we also have a ton of band t-shirts because a lot of our friends are in bands. We try to be as supportive as we possibly can without being overconsumption. But whenever you don't pare down your wardrobe in a few years, it ends up being a ton of stuff. Okay, so that's just the hanging rail. My goal was to hang up as much of the stuff that I have. My goal is to hang up as much of the stuff that I have so that way I can visually see it and include it into my daily wardrobe. But like, it still ended up me gravitating towards the same tees, the same pants, the same combinations. And so we're gonna be critical today. We're gonna be super critical. A lot of it is also stuff that I would wear photographing a wedding as well. And I still do photograph weddings here and there. So I need to make sure that I am not paring down those pieces that I use for that. I need to make sure that I'm holding on to those so that way I can still remain professional in that respect. So here we go. Let's go through this huge pile and see what what we can do. And there's, I want to say about 50 to 60 things being hung right now. So, and then we'll do like a little try on once I have a little bit more kind of figured out. I'm a sucker for a sweater vest. And this one is super cute. I got this secondhanded from shopstress.com. And I am also a huge sucker for oversized button downs. This one needs ironed or steamed, but it's linen. It's a little bit thinner than I would like, but it's perfect for summertime. I'm also trying to make sure that I'm not cutting out summer wardrobe just because it is winter. I only wore this once, and I wore this to see Stray Kids. And no, I wore it twice. I also wore it for headshots, but I don't know. That's gonna be in the maybe pile. Have yet to wear this. Super cute, would be perfect for summer. I don't know, my style is super weird right now because I want to go back into like the cottagecore look, but I also I love dressing like your gamer boyfriend. And so I'm just so conflicted about it, but I've never worn this top. I've had this top for a few years now. I've not worn it. A good little crop silk moment. That's gonna be great for summer. These pants, I have to try these pants on again and see if I like them because I remember that they are a little bit big. So we're gonna have to go through and try on all of our maybes. This is great for winter. A maybe. A skirt that I've only worn once, but I love the color of it. We need to have some try-ons. So this is a good example of going through and checking everything because the elastic in these pants has degraded. Which sucks because they're silk. And I could replace it, but am I actually going to replace it? I don't know. I might see what I can do with old silk. So luckily we have a secondary, but I know I'm gonna keep all of these, and I don't necessarily need to style them because they're just sweaters or hoodies. Now I think a big thing that I need to do is I do need to pare down my t-shirts, and I do need to tear down those. The other stuff I'm going to kind of mess around with a little bit, but first we're gonna go through the t-shirts and just kind of hang those up, and then I might hang up these guys too, so that way I can see them. I'm also going to make a pile of t-shirts that I haven't, or like tops that I haven't worn in the last year. Not just in the last couple of months because it's been chilly, but in the last year, what I haven't worn. Because if I haven't touched it in a year, then there's no reason for me to have it. I think what I might do in order to like really encourage myself to have fun with clothing again, and I've been thinking about this for a few months now, and I just never pulled the trigger because, not gonna lie, my mental health has not been the best. But also in the content creation space, there's always like constant comparison that happens. And I need to get past that. I need to get past constantly comparing myself to other creators. So whether that's, whether that's style-wise or stylistically wise, whenever it comes to shooting photos or video or anything like that, I got in my head about it. And so I want to get out of my head. I want to figure it out. And I guess I'm not really. Let me retake that. Because this is just basically rambling. Here's what I'm trying to say. Is I've been kicking around this idea for a couple months now to try and get myself out of my style rut, out of my like comfort zone more so. And that is recording daily outfits. And they don't have to be like the most extravagant outfits in the whole entire world. Like, that's just unreal. And also, it kind of promotes like constantly buying the latest trend. And I'm not into fast fashion, she says as she hangs up her Bang Chan bootleg t-shirt. But it doesn't need to be like the most extravagant outfit for me to be able to post it, right? So what I was thinking about doing is I was planning on maybe doing like weekly roundups of my outfits and, just trying to have fun with clothing again. I find if I'm doing the same outfits over and over again, then I start to fall into other habits that may not necessarily be healthy habits, or, I would start to feel a certain way about myself. And it's something that I'm working on in therapy, but it is also something that I need to work on outside of therapy too. So I think I might do weekly outfit roundups. I think it could be fun. I do have some like pieces that I am going to need to replace soon-ish because I've worn them consistently and I've had them for years. And I have to remind myself that it is okay that if a piece of clothing is falling apart, it is okay to part ways with it. If you're not able to mend it, or if it's at the end of its life cycle, it is totally fine. All right, so I have all of the t-shirts and the hoodies and sweaters that I wear on a semi-regular basis hung up in that area. So now what I need to do is I have to go through the drawers, because whenever I started the whole t-shirt hanging area situation, I didn't have enough hangers to hang up everything that was in my drawers. And then the drawers just ended up being like a catch-all with no rhyme or reason to it. So it's kind of embarrassing how much stuff I have that I just don't wear. There are some things that I will keep for like shoots, but there's a lot of things that I just don't. And these are things that I haven't touched. Like, I haven't worn my Pops sweatshirt in like 2 years. I am going to, okay, so this is also a Neat Dude hoodie. The only thing that sucks is Max decided that he was going to chew on the actual hoodie. And whenever I washed it, I didn't pay attention to the washing instructions, so I got some of the green ink from the screen print all over it. So my plan is to tie-dye this and then also patch this. I just need to buy a container. I have a lot of stuff. The goal is to hopefully have everything kind of put back together today. I don't know if we'll be doing try on today. Gee whiz. I'm gonna be vulnerable again, and I'm gonna show you. But we have still a whole bunch of stuff to go through. So I'm gonna try and tackle these piles. Goodness gracious. This is gonna take a long time. I feel like, let's get the bulk of it done. And then, yeah. Yeah. I've been watching Dexter while I was trying to organize a little bit more. I got 1 bag of stuff to recycle, 1 bag to donate, and I still have way too much. So right now I have the remainder of what I need to organize in that basket right there. But sadly, that is all the time that I have for today to go through this, because I'm helping a friend fundraise for the PCRF. So we're going to be back. I don't know. I know. Wait. Susie, I know, but the camera is very, very, very sensitive, okay? So, I'll see you the next time.